Hello, welcome to my presentation on experiential learning theory. This is Lindsay Phipps, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the theory that I chose to research. So first things first, what is experiential learning theory? So this theory was developed by David Kolb, and it basically says that adults are shaped by their experiences and learn best when they're able to make sense of their experience. So as you can imagine, it's a very hands-on approach and also a very reflective approach. So both of those are things that I try to utilize in my classroom and then also in any trainings that I incorporate, because I feel like that's the way that students learn best. Kolb's theory has 4 different stages, and you can see them listed on the screen here. All of them are stages that students go through in order to learn best. And Kolb does say that students must go through all 4 in order to take the most amount away from what they're learning. It's an integrated process, so with each stage being supported of the next and also feeding into the next stage. They do accommodate all different styles of learning, which is very effective, and not one stage of the cycle is effective on its own. So it really does take all 4 to make the cycles and the learning happen. In addition, Kolb created 4 different learning styles. So you can see those listed here. I'm not going to go into too much detail about each one, but the main takeaway from this is that students want to see their learning style represented. So by creating trainings, you want to make sure you're creating trainings that accommodate all 4 learning styles. So that way, hopefully one of the activities will allow for each student to feel like they're learning the material the best for them. So what's the point? Why are we talking about this theory? Why do we need to know this? So we're creating trainings, and in trainings we're supposed to talk about how experiential learning can be used in those different training sessions. So I created 2 lists here. I looked at 2 different ways that these trainings could be delivered. So the first one is asynchronous versus synchronous. Asynchronous meaning they don't have a place and time where they meet, and then synchronous meaning they do meet on a weekly, monthly basis and everybody's in at the same time. So asynchronous trainings, the first 2 that are listed here are guided notes, and guided notes are sort of like fill-in-the-blank resources that are given to students while they're watching a video or while they're listening to a lecture if it's in the synchronous training. So the guided notes allows them to be involved and fill in those blanks. Individual case studies, also group case studies, can also be very helpful to build that experiential process. Article summaries and also discussion posts. And then last, over on the right-hand side is the synchronous training. So role play activities, group presentations in class, and then also minute reflection papers at the end of the session, which I find really helpful to help make sense of the learning that has happened in the class. So as I was researching experiential learning, I think the concepts that stand out the most to me are when designing training materials, it's important to consider all styles, all learning styles, and incorporate aspects from each within the training. Incorporating all learning styles allows students to use their preferred learning style, but also developing other styles. And then last but not least is just some references for you. Thank you.